What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for jumping into another video. My name is Josh and I am just your average Joe day trader. This channel, soon to be known as the AJDT channel, Average Joe Day Trader, you're going to start to see that logo a lot more as we work into it. And it is under construction right now by one of our awesome subscribers and Discord members. And I'm going to share a lot more about that when we get there, but we're not ready to launch it 100%. But this is a little bit what that looks like. And hopefully you guys are going to be super happy with what this channel will look like when we give it a little bit of a facelift. So listen, this video is not to update you on the best day trade stocks. This video is not to share with you market results. It's not to share with you the news out of the White House. It's not to share with you anything whatsoever except for one thing. And that is why you should still consider and do your homework and your due diligence on an amazing company and an amazing stock, Big Bear AI. Now, I'm going to share a lot with you because I've been hearing over the last couple days that Big Bear AI is dead, that it is a dead company. It's not going to be revived. Literally, it's laying on the floor. It needs CPR and nobody's there to administer it. Okay, well, that is not true. And I am going to debunk that theory tonight on this video and share with you why I believe BBAI, Big Bear AI, is still an incredible investment for long term and even in the short term. Now, you guys know me. I do script myself sometimes because I want to ensure that I give you the right information and not give anyone wrong information. So I'm going to share some statistics and some information about BBAI. And I've got to read from some of that on all my papers, basically, that I've, working on to prepare. I got notes. I got side notes. I got everything here to make sure that I don't forget. And I'm going to try not to forget and leave out any morsel that would convince you that BBAI is still the right play for all of us. Okay, so first of all, guys, BBAI is not dead. Let's look at the charts for a couple minutes and just talk about the numbers and where BBI is at right now. So you can see here, I've got a large view on here, okay? And just want to kind of show you, yes, absolutely. They had horrible earnings, guys. Horrible earnings. Really poor results. Very disappointing. But you know who else in the past has had really bad earnings results where their stock price has gone into the toilet? Apple, Palantir, Nvidia, Google. Okay. Anybody recognize any of those stocks or companies? Are they still on fire and exist today? Yes. And most of them are part of the Magnificent Seven as part of the S&P 500. Matter of fact, most of those drive the market up or down with the SPY, with the S&P 500. If they're doing bad, the SPY's doing bad. If they're doing good, the SPY's doing good. And it's leading the entire market. Okay? So why would you think or believe that Big Bear AI, a company who has some incredible partnerships and incredible recent news, is in the toilet because of one bad earnings result? Okay. Listen, if I dumped every stock that had a bad earnings report, then I wouldn't have made as much money as I have in the past on earnings reports. Okay. What many people are looking at right now with this drop, that on Monday, they had ridiculous downside. I mean, literally fell and plunged almost to the death. I will agree with that. They had hit a high that day of $7.68 and drove it all the way down in the overnight hour, trading hour, to $4.67. Okay. That's the $3 per share. Absolutely devastating for some of the subscribers and some of our commenters on the videos that talk about, hey, they got 5,000 shares, 15,000 shares, right? Waiting for this thing to run up. Don't give up hope. Guys, if you were not in BBAI at these higher prices, now is a great opportunity to buy the dip, because while many people believe that it's dead, the market sentiment, the buyer sentiment, does not believe that this is dead. Look what it did today alone, guys. It opened up at $4.78 and ran all the way up to a high today, okay, of $6.08. And it's sitting and holding, horizontal. It's running horizontally in the 24-hour market. Right now, it's about uh, almost 11:30 at night. Okay. Yes, for some of my subscribers that like to comment all the time, you're right. I don't always sleep. When I have these bug ideas, I got to get it out of my head. And what better way is to put it on video to you guys, right? Because I don't need to convince myself BBAI is incredible. I do want to convince you guys to do your homework and do your due diligence and don't quit on it. I know several people are bag holding it right now. And guys, it's okay. It's going to come back. It might take a little while to get back to where you bought in, but it's already up. It's already up to the $6 range. Okay. It's not, it's a dollar 60 something cents away from where it dropped from the earnings call. And if you know anything about how I play earnings, I buy into stocks like this on purpose, because when they have a hard sell-off drop because of earnings, they eventually, within a few days, maybe a week, they come right back up. I buy in at the bottom, ride it to the top, sell out, make fat profit on it. Okay, sorry, don't use fat. My kids tell me all the time, that's old school. Fire profit on it, and I make a ton of money in a lot of these types of earnings plays. This is one of them right now. Okay. Look at this return today. All right. Huge return today. What's it going to do tomorrow? Well, we got to wait and find out. What's it going to do? Hey guys, guess what? This is a quick break in the middle of this video because it is not yesterday anymore, and I am recording this the next day. Yes, this video talks specifically about BBI and all the amazing characteristics of why you should be in BBI, not financial advice, but why I'm in BBI. But I had to jump in here and tell you because I didn't get to post this video on time today, and so it's going to be coming out tonight. So we had another full market day today. Let's real quick just look at the chart so you guys can see what happened. And this is amazing news, because while I've been sharing with you guys that it is still a win-win, it just proves to you the market confidence in BBAI. Now, it's important to know everything ran down today. The whole market ran down today. Every stock trade I was in went down and potentially came back up, and I was able to get out of most everything I got into with profit. Thank God. But I wanted to show you BBAI, not a different story. Okay, BBAI, you're seeing it right here. Drop hard on earnings, ran down. Let's open it up. Beautiful response all the way to 608 after earnings the next day. That's what I told you. Market confidence. Okay, buyer confidence. And then it ran through the night and stayed consistent, horizontal. This morning dropped hard, but guess what? Everything dropped hard, guys. APLD dropped hard. SoFi dropped hard. Okay. Palantir dropped hard. Meta dropped hard. Okay. So I don't want to hear anybody say, oh, BBI, look what they did today. No, they dropped hard today. And then look, they had some recovery, came back down, spent the rest of the day on and up, closed at $5.81, sitting at $5.75. Guys, it's not at $4. It's not at $3. It's still confidence. Back to your regular scheduled programming. Peace. I believe it's going to continue to run. And if we look at the daily, okay, you can see that it did work pretty hard all the way up here, $8.72 high over the last, many days. Had some drop down, went back up, had some drop down, went back up. Guys, look at this candle, okay, from today. This candle. So we'll see what happens. But as you can see, I've got all my support and resistance levels set up on this. Okay. 609 is the next level for me, right? And it's already at 593 right now. Okay. Or 590, 591, 591. Guys, all it has to do is break 609 and it's heading to 690. Break 690, it's heading to 737. Break 737, it's going to 797. And a lot of people don't believe that it can happen. Okay, 797, 872. All right, 989. Listen, these are all past support and resistance levels for BBAI. So it's going to come back and it's going to get there. All right, let me share a little bit more with you. I'm going to share some statistics, share some facts with you that I think you need to know about BBAI. Okay, so one of the most important things that I can share with you about BBAI is that BBAI is not in this alone. There's some really cool facts that I want to give you, starting with one of probably the coolest facts. And if nothing else, this is a great reason to know BBAI is not going anywhere and potentially is going to have an amazing run. If you did not know this, okay, the CEO of Big Bear AI, his name is Kevin McAleenan. Okay, probably not pronouncing it right, and I'm so sorry, Kevin, if you're watching this video. Kevin, we'll just call him Kevin, we'll be on first name basis, became the president January 15, 2025. Okay, that's when he became president. But he only became president in January 2025 because he had actually started another company, okay? And it was called Pangiam. And their focus was on biometric AI tech. And he started this company, and that company was acquired by Big Bear AI. They bought Pangiam, okay? And after they bought them, they liked what Kevin was all about. They liked his methodology, the theories, his long-term plans, long-range plans. They liked everything about Kevin. They offered him to become the president of Big Bear AI. Win-win. And you want to know why it's a win-win? Big Bear AI, okay, board of directors, they're not stupid. They're not stupid because if you did not know, Mr. Kevin, current CEO, used to be the acting secretary of Homeland Security. This guy had over 240,000 law enforcement individuals reporting to him. Secret Service, CIA, Border Patrol, U.S. Customs, okay? And on and on and on. He was appointed during the last Trump term. Now, whether you like President Trump or not is irrelevant. You need to understand that the current president, Donald J. Trump, in his last term, appointed him as the acting Secretary of Homeland Security. That's how much faith Trump had in Kevin McAleenan. Now, it goes deeper than that. Before he was appointed by President Trump, the Secretary of Homeland Security, he prior was the Commissioner of U.S. Customs and Border Patrol. And he did an incredible job for Trump, building the wall, protecting the United States, okay, hiring and firing and doing everything that was expected of him in that role. So much so that Trump said, I need you to step in and become the Secretary of Homeland Security. You can manage the whole kit and caboodle. You guys following me here, even at all? Do you understand what I'm trying to share with you guys? The current president of Big Bear AI is a government guy. He already has his hands in the cookie jar. He is a former Trump guy, and now Trump is pushing tons of money into AI through Hegseth, who also loves Kevin, okay, because they now know each other very well. And just as of recently, awarded Kevin, Big Bear AI, with a ton of Department of Defense contracts for their AI platform. Now, it gets even better, and I hope it's sinking in here. Big Bear AI, like I said in the beginning, they're not alone. Do you know who has joined forces with Big Bear AI? And actually, this happened in, let me get the date right, 2021. 2021, Big Bear AI was already in a relationship with Palantir. Yeah, guys, that $186 stock right now, Palantir. And do you want to know why Palantir joined forces with Big Bear AI? Palantir is connected to BBAI because, and I'm going to read it directly from my note, okay? Big Bear AI and Palantir have formed a strategic partnership in which BBAI's AI and analytics modules can be integrated into Palantir's platforms. Particularly, if you don't know much about Palantir, they have a platform called Foundry. That's where BBAI now lives, in their platform, fueling their platforms. Now, Palantir provides the data processing infrastructure, while BBAI contributes specialized AI algorithms, offering combined capabilities to their customers. Do I even need to go on in this video, guys? Do I need to share anything else? I don't feel like I do, but I'm going to, because I want you to have all the facts so you can end this video and say, dang, BBI is awesome, right? Okay, let's keep going. So in that 2021 relationship, they had an earnings result, okay? And BBAI described the relationship as synergistic, which enabling them to plug into Palantir's installed customer base and even pursue joint customers. So that means that now this relationship, while Palantir benefits from BBAI's AI modules, their platform gives them access and capability to establish longer, wider spread customer relations. Okay, more customers. And that's happened over the years. They've continued to grow. Nobody can say that BBAI has not grown as a smaller cap company. Okay, if we go back to the charts for a minute, and let's go back and look at this. Okay, $10.36 in 2025, right? So they had this huge launch. Let's go this way. Okay, March 2024. Okay, let's keep going back. $1.16. All right, a high of $6.77. Guys, 58 cents. Okay, they are at, despite the earnings result, they're at $6. Okay, and stock fluctuates up and down. This is not bad. Look, there's a bunch of other companies out there that have been in business for many years that are still under $10. Okay, look at Ford. It's at $11. Ford, right? Okay, look at JetBlue. JetBlue's killing me. JetBlue's at like $4.75. Okay, so don't discount BBI at a $6 current share price. Palantir brings a mature data integration and analytics framework through Gotham, Foundry, and their other platforms. See, Palantir is a very mature company while BBI is still growing, because if you think about it, they didn't really become BBAI in whole because of the Pangiam acquisition. So as of 2024, and now President Kevin in 2025, are learning to grow the company and mature the company. Give it time, guys. Give it time. Let's see what the next earning report does. I'm excited to see what the next earning report does. You also have to know, and this is one other point I want to make to you guys, okay? Forget the analytics. I have all these different things here that talk about, how they're seasoned players in defense and intelligence software, and their platforms are widely used across all government organizations. Okay, that's all true. But let's rewind for a minute. In the beginning, I shared with you who Kevin was and where he came from and who backed him. Trump, okay? Now Hegseth is looking to spend a huge ton of money in the defense sector, and BBAI is right there and already in the government side. So all these government contracts that have been awarded and will continue to be awarded are going to continue to prove BBAI is a powerful competitor in the AI market. Okay, I'm not going to read anymore. I know you guys don't like it when I read notes to you, but I feel like, and hopefully what I've given you tonight gives you some confidence that BBAI is not out of the game. Okay, they haven't even got to the playoffs yet. And when they hit the playoffs, guys, most likely they're going to win the Super Bowl or the World Series, whichever one you like better. Guys, thank you for letting me share this with you about BBI. I hope I have convinced you at least to take a look. Do your due diligence, do your homework. I'm not telling you to buy it. This is not financial advice. I'm not a stockbroker or an analysis. Oh, but I did want to do one more thing for you guys before I end this video. And I almost feel like, dang, I almost forgot. Let's go back to the chart for a minute. Okay, let me show you this. This is right now, okay, the current BBAI analysts ratings. Okay, guys, look at this for a minute. Just pay attention to this. Yes, currently at $5.97, a low of $3.50 to $5.83 is the average, with a high right now of $9. But here's where I want you guys to focus, right here. Okay, update on 8/11/2025. The analysts are telling us, and I know some people say, like, don't listen to the analysts, they don't know what they're talking about. Okay, but there's a lot of analysts out there that really do know what they're talking about. Are you going to basically sit on the sidelines and ignore that some people are saying that this is an amazing buy opportunity right now? Guys, look, nobody's telling them to sell. No one's saying they're underperforming. There are 33% that do say, hold it, don't do anything, hold it. 33% also say, hey, buy it. And 33% are saying strong buy. And they're going to continue to release new analyst ratings, right? But so far, as of yesterday, August 11th, if you're in it, I'm happy to see this because I'm in it and I'm happy to see this. Okay. Guys, listen. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, do me a favor. Do me the favor. Just hit the subscribe button. Okay? Hit that like button. We're growing this channel. I had mentioned earlier in my market update video that I posted about an hour ago that we're at 1,310 subscribers. We're actually up to today 1,320 subscribers. If you're new here as a subscriber, thank you. I really appreciate you guys being here. And I really appreciate all the positive comments, the positive vibes. Guys, it's a blessing to see your comments about this channel and what we're trying to do here, sharing the stocks you can make money in, the best day trade stocks. And I like doing these videos because I give you my opinion about where I'm at on certain stocks. And yes, you could say this is a long-term investment, not quite what the channel's about, but I'm also a long-term investor. I'm not just a day trader, but I am a day trader. I am a retail day trader. I love to retail day trade. Love this total package, okay? Hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Guys, have a good night. Thank you so much. Josh out. Peace.